Welcome to the EMP. I am Benny, one of your hosts right here at the Eligible Monster Podcast. Joined, I can't talk because we're exhausted, but joined by Natalie, aka Zodical Candy.
Yes, hi.
And joined by Dan, the man kind of named like Stan. He's got the plan. There's a lot of things that rhyme with Dan.
That is me.
He's in a can. He's on the can.
I'm the very rhymable man.
Do you think when your parents named you, they were like, we need a name that rhymes with everything?
Oh, yeah. They just wanted to be able to use whatever nicknames they could when I was young.
So they could be like angry at you. They could be like, Dan, we're going to rename you to Stan.
Where's this going?
And that is the worst thing that they could ever say to me.
Dan, you're like a pan.
I'm like a pan.
Dan.
Okay.
So E3. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about E3. We're going to talk about the conferences in general, which one we liked more. And then we're going to talk about a list of the big games that have been announced and what we think about each of them. Dan and I actually were on the E3 show floor.
Yeah,
We've come
lucky
back
you.
The day, yeah, we know. Natalie was still recovering from her illness. She was unable to join us. But we were on the show floor. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the games in the...
Yeah, let's do it.
Dan and I are a little tired. We've been up since...
We literally just came back from E3.
Yeah, we just landed, and we got to go to another convention tomorrow.
Maybe I should have
we're
been
cramming
hosting.
this podcast in. Huh?
Maybe I should have been hosting.
That would have been cool.
It's all right.
I'm sure people like your voice better than mine
no,
anyway.
not really.
They do.
No. No.
All right, so let's talk about the conferences. Let's start with the first one that came up. We're going to talk about the big three. Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft.
Yeah, because I was about to say
the
Bethesda. Bethesda kind of took the cake on that.
I don't know. I wasn't too happy with it. Bethesda gave us some Fallout 76, which is really cool.
Yes.
And Doom.
Yeah, Doom's cool.
Oh, yeah, the Doom Eternal.
But where's my Elder Scrolls 6?
Well, it was at the end, actually.
I'm glad they at least showed something for that.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing that screenshot was enough to make me go, okay, that is a big area, and knowing them, that's like one small bit of it.
Oh, no, they said that it was legit, like, pre-development at this point.
Yeah,
like, they haven't even started.
Oh,
yeah.
looked beautiful.
They're just
Well, what I
focusing
think
on
it
their
was-
big one.
I think, Dan, you said it best. I think it was just could you all just shut up? It exists.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we get it. You want 6. 6 exists. Shut up, we'll get to it.
Yep.
It was just for the fans and for themselves, too. That's what they were saying. Anyway. Yeah.
The Starfield looked pretty good.
Starfield
did, but
yeah.
they said that's next generation.
They're putting their
Yeah.
focus primarily on 76 right now and Starfield.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be working on Elder Scrolls 6. So, yeah.
Considering the fact that they said that we're working on this for next generation, I guess that kind of confirms the PS4 and Xbox One are kind of coming to the end of their lives.
But then again, it's also at that same point of they are close enough to the end of their lives. That's a weird thing to say. But
It is the truth, though.
enough so that being next generation, it could be sooner than we think.
Yeah.
Because we are getting towards that end where, for all we know, maybe next year they're like, actually, we figured out how to make the next gen systems possible. And then the beginning of 2020, we get Starfield.
Possibly, yeah. But Elder Scrolls 6, though, probably in like 2025 or
I'm
2026.
gonna say, when they announced Elder Scrolls Blades, Dan and I both first saw it,
that's
we were
what
like,
you thought.
it's Skyrim on the phone.
Yeah.
Yes, at first I was like, wow, this is a really... Because of that skit that they did, which
Yep.
was hilarious.
Oh my God, that was
with,
the best part, the best
Keegan Peele, I think
Yes.
his name is.
Yeah.
Keegan Michael Peele, something like that. I thought that was great. I thought that was really good. But the app game, I honestly was like, wow, this fake commercial is going really, really long.
Dude, I thought this was great because most companies don't like to make fun of themselves, and they just went all out, and that was just great to see.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
That guy Todd is a great performer as well. Like
God Howard.
right?
Yeah.
Well, he made it. It wasn't like watching some of the developers where you're like, okay, just get on with it. Tell me something I want to.
Yeah.
Like
You
he made
know
it funny,
yeah.
being like the
map-
whole line where he's like, you can play with one hand, so that you can drink coffee, you delinquents.
Obviously. And then when he's like trying to sell the whole what is it like what is it the helmet, not the helmet, the
Oh yeah, the power helmet
yes,
for
thank you, the
76.
yeah, and then he was pretty much like, and it comes with a map, and it goes in the fucking dark.
Yes. Oh my
Which
gosh.
apparently we now have what 3 of those things pre-ordered. The
Oh
helmet?
yeah, oh we went all out.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Everyone on our team was like, we gotta get it locked in now because we don't know if anyone's actually gonna
yeah.
get it.
No, it's true. Yeah,
Pretty
definitely.
much.
So yeah, no, I mean, okay. The Andrew WK opening performance was kind of cringy and sad and weird, and there was a lot of stop stutters. Croby Bat or Croby Car, whatever his name is on YouTube, he makes some. I'm going to show you guys that after this, but he makes some very humorous compilations of these things.
Yes, yeah, I think I've seen it before, but
But
yeah.
okay, so Bethesda, we liked some of the stuff they announced. Fallout
Yeah.
76, I will say, I'm excited about. I am legit excited about that.
At first, I was very skeptical. I won't lie. I was very skeptical of it because I wasn't sure what direction they were going to go. But like the more they showed throughout the entire conference and all of that, the more I was just like, okay, I'm really excited for us to stream this game, for us
Yeah.
to play this game
Yeah.
and like record stuff because there's going to be tons of fun in that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the dropping of the nukes.
That's
My
actually
goal
going to
is
be
to let
really
Natalie
hard.
build an entire base and blow it up.
You do realize that it actually takes multiple people, and it's very hard to launch a
I
nuke.
will
And
get
It's gonna
also,
be so
you
fun.
also get
Eligible Monster community on Discord
And you
to get
apparently-
online and nuke your base.
and apparently like there's apparently like some kind of heads up, like heads up, there's a nuke incoming, get out of the way.
Yeah.
So there's like you actually
I'm
kind
gonna
of get
time it. You'll be using the
no,
bathroom.
trust me.
That's when the warning will come
Oh my
across.
gosh, no,
And then
that's
it'll
not
just
gonna
blow
happen.
you up.
No.
I do. The one problem with that is I kind of foresee people selling those.
Selling
Like
those.
going online and basically selling the fact that they're like, hey, I have this code. Do you want it? $300, nuke your friend.
I doubt. I
That's
doubt
in
they'll make
game.
it that
I don't.
way
Yeah, I
where
think
you
it's
Like-
in
do that.
game. No. They really want to avoid the whole griefing thing. They
Yeah.
said that no, they're definitely going to make it work for sure.
Okay.
That's one thing I was worried about actually. Just people, just people getting on just to grief others and just steal the loot or whatever. That's not how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Well,
also the
that's
VAT
good.
system. The VAT
So-
system's gonna be back as well.
Yep.
And,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I saw that there was more information on the game after Dan and I had
Yeah.
kind of stopped
Like-
being able to watch.
Like as you level up, you're gonna be able to pick a card, and apparently it's like a buff among your party members.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's pretty
It's
cool.
going to be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the big ones. Starting with Microsoft. I'm not gonna lie. I know I've said my problems
No.
with Microsoft, and I do have a grudge against them, and I dislike how they said that. I never said I would never play a Microsoft system. I just said you throw that into the fact that there's no exclusives. I have no reason to get it.
There are
Okay.
there's still no it's still the same too. It's
It's-
Halo
you're right,
and
you're
Gears.
right, you're right.
That's it.
But I will say, first off, they did nothing but sheer games. I loved that.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
what
absolutely.
PlayStation did
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Love the fact we get nothing but sheer games. Secondly, the Xbox, the Game Pass, I'm intrigued in. I want to see exactly how that works, because I wasn't aware. I thought the Xbox, the Game Pass, functioned like the Sony one, where it's like games that are pretty old or they're
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 or
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. Apparently, this Game Pass lets you play the games the day they come out, and it's $10 a month.
Huh.
Did they confirm that it's going to be all the games and it's not one of those ones where it's,
Even
hey,
if it's
this
select
very
games, they said-
obscure game that no one really even heard about?
Well, it is a giant library of games, and
Yeah.
they selectively said all those big ones they announced will be on Xbox Game Pass day one. So Forza, Gears, all the games that I actually want to play on Xbox.
You mean like
And we have a
3?
connection who's going to give us
Right.
like an Xbox Game Pass for 3 years, so that helps too.
Yes. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, no, those were actually some really good ones that
But I like seeing just straight games.
yes, their presentation as a whole was very well done, and it was enough that like for all of us here, let's be honest, we're not the biggest Microsoft or Xbox
No,
fans.
we have our reasons.
But just the presentation itself made us go, yeah, we'll give that a shot. Like I'm willing to give them the shot because
You mean they're
We'll
exclusives?
probably buy one and all of us
well,
check
they're
it out.
exclusives, but it's also like, I mean, just simply the way they handled it made me go, you're handling this very well. Their presentation was pretty good, and that's my personal
Yeah,
opinion
yeah,
that
yeah.
I liked their presentation. Now I will say, when we went to their booth,
oh, that
Dan
was
and I lost faith
chaotic.
almost immediately.
Why? What happened?
It was the smallest thing. For one, they're in their like own theater, so you would expect it
Yeah.
to be huge.
Right, like they
No,
own
it
the
was-
theater. It's the Microsoft Theater.
It was super cramped. It was one of those things where you had to walk in a certain direction that at one point, I was like, oh, I want to go back to see the Sea of Thieves thing real quick. This lady's like, no, you have to go all the way around again. I'm like, no, I'm just going to stand here and take a picture of the Sea of Thieves thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was right there.
Well, okay, let's give some context. So the E3 show is broken into 3 parts.
Yeah.
There's the South Hall, the West Hall, and then the Microsoft Theater.
So that's why you couldn't find the PSX store.
Right.
Got
Well,
it.
no, the PSX store wasn't in the E3 convention.
I know, it was outside, I know.
in the tents behind the buses.
Yes.
So you would go outside and you would look for it and you don't see it because it's hidden behind the buses at
Yeah.
this like mini bus station.
It's not
Odd.
like the entrance is in front of you and directly next to it is the PlayStation
Right,
thing. It's
right.
a distance away.
Like, it took us a while to find it.
Yeah.
It was.
But anyway, so South Hall had like Ubisoft, it had Square, it had Ubisoft. Okay, Abby.
I got a great Ubisoft mug.
It had Activision, which for the
you
record,
go.
Activision was hilarious.
Yeah.
Nobody was in line for Destiny or Battle or
Oh
Call
my
of Duty.
gosh.
Because you can play it,
empty.
right?
But they were so cocky, clearly, about their lines because they had it like roped up for like 4 rows of people.
Yeah, it was set
and
up
when
for, like,
we would
100
walk
people to be
by
waiting. And there'd be like 3
Ghost
people.
Town.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There would be people all over the place for Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
for Trials Revolution,
That's
or whatever the
because
new
they're
one is.
new, though. That's why.
But what I'm saying is, it's funny because then when the Gamer Pass came in after media,
Oh, yeah.
they flooded those lines.
Yeah.
They flooded them because that was honestly the only game they had a chance at possibly
Oh,
playing.
Kingdom Hearts
some.
was capped before they could even get in.
Oh yeah.
Well, obviously, it's Kingdom Hearts.
It was
man.
capped on content creators going
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
So anyway, that was in one hall. The second hall was basically half Nintendo, half PlayStation.
Yeah.
Enormous areas for both of them with massively
Mm-hmm.
wide open space.
Yeah.
Nintendo had a giant stage.
Yeah.
Okay?
It was.
And then they had like a little area for some weird anime games that we couldn't
Yeah.
figure out what they were. One looked like it was Splatoon.
It looked like
Like
Splatoon Ninja.
Xenoblade Chronicles or something, maybe?
No, it was like Senen Kagura had a booth.
Oh,
Those
there you
kind of
go.
games. Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
perfect.
Oh
like
yeah, he was standing there like, oh my gosh. Let me
sure.
just
girls.
stare at these.
So anyway, that was one. And then you have to leave, walk like 5 minutes down the street to the Microsoft Theater.
5 minutes
And-
down the street.
Yeah, now imagine
was a decent
You would assume
distance.
it'd be in the theater. It's not. It's in front of the theater where you would queue for tickets to whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it was
Wow.
cramped and dark like an arcade machine or something.
Oh,
like
no.
that.
It was-
yeah.
and it
And
was-
they had 2 separate lines, one for their store and one for the thing, and you couldn't change your mind midway.
Well,
And like
obviously,
there
yeah.
was another really annoying thing that Benny and I ran into was we wanted to play the Ori
Ori.
in the Shadow Forest.
Yeah.
I think that or the Shadow
yeah,
Tree.
Or in the Shadow Forest.
Ori
that was it.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, Ori 2. And it looked like there was no one there because there was no organization for us to go, okay, is there a line we're supposed
It
to
was
be
just
in?
a cluster of just games, people.
It was
Did you get to play it?
no.
No, we didn't
Oh,
play it,
man.
but we had to leave. Yeah, it was just we had no time. We had no idea what was going on.
Because honestly, that's the only. Well, technically, you can play it on PC, so it's not exclusive.
Right.
But that's what I'm looking forward to the
It
most.
looked good,
From
though, like-
Microsoft, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what we were seeing other people play of it, it looked really good. I'm excited to go home and finish playing the first one.
You need to finish the first one, and oh my gosh, you're gonna.
So anyway,
cry.
their presentation I was happy with. Their booth, I guess we'll throw that as a review in there too. Their booth I was not happy with. I
Yeah.
really was like, how do you guys own a whole theater and you're just in the entryway?
It was kind of one of those things where it was like, oh, you see their presentation, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is the new Microsoft.
Yeah.
And then you go to their stuff and you're like, oh, that's not the new Microsoft.
Now,
this
I
is
will-
Microsoft.
I want to put a caveat in there. If there was a line to get into a much larger area, they did a very good job of hiding it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we wandered around that area for like 15 to 20 minutes looking for something other than like Sea of Thieves, Ori, Forza, and Gears.
Yeah.
We were trying to find where their big presentation area
Dude,
was.
I really did you get to play Forza? Because oh my
No,
god,
I
it
want
looked
to,
so,
though.
It looked incredible.
I assumed
did.
that that and Ori would probably be the only reason you would ever want an Xbox One at this point.
Yes, that's legit the reason why I got. Well, that's the reason why I didn't want to trade it in because Forza had come out and I was like, I'm gonna give this a shot. I need to. It looks incredible, but honestly, no. Just one game does not warrant me getting an Xbox One again. So I'm not interested in Gears 5. I'm sorry. I mean, it looked very.
But I'll force you to play it.
God, the troll of the Funko.
Oh my god!
Gears
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Oh, when we
that's
talked
three
to the
Gears
Funko
games.
guys,
Yeah.
they were like, we received so many
Oh, I'm
hateful
sure.
tweets in that
I'm
first
sure.
3 minutes until
for
they
3
fixed it.
minutes,
I'm
and then
sure.
they're like, "Oh no,
There
there's
were
actually a Gears."
3 games total that they announced from Gears of War, and oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, and of course the last one was Gears 5, but it was funny though. Yeah, I could see that. But Halo, we didn't get anything about it either. So
Well, you knew he wouldn't. I
No,
didn't think
but-
we were. I didn't think it was ready to roll. They got to make this next one good.
yeah,
Because, I mean, as much as I liked, what was it, 4 was the official last one, or was it 5? It was 4.
5. Wait, wasn't it 5?
I thought it was 4. Was it 5?
I think it's 5.
Whatever
right?
the last
no,
one
wait,
with
I don't,
Locke
I don't
and
know.
Forza?
No.
Halo.
Halo.
Oh, Halo.
Halo 4, actually. You're right, I think. Oh my god.
Whatever
I
the last
forgot.
one
I lost
was,
count.
it just
No,
it
it
was
was Halo
lackluster.
5.
Was it 5? Okay.
I thought it was 5, right?
Yeah, because 4 was before Reach.
No.
It was
No.
after.
It was
you're
long.
way off.
It was long enough ago that I know it was
Wait,
different.
was it? Oh my god.
I'm gonna
I
have to
don't know.
look this up real quick.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway,
Yeah,
I lost
so
my train of thought because of that. Thanks.
honestly, I mean,
So okay, so their booth was horrible, but the presentation kind of got me to be interested in what they have.
yeah, but for
once
us,
again, we still
for
have the same
us
problem.
That we're actually watching from home. We didn't get to see any of the booths or anything.
Right.
So the presentation for them, I didn't. I mean, it was just a bunch of world premieres. That's all it was.
But it was still good. I just wanted to see games. So anyway,
right.
I mean,
that's-
I'm not.
Isn't,
it's
isn't
not
that why we
100
watch E3 in the first place?
They still
It's
had
just,
a really
you know.
shitty reaction when Xbox One came out.
Yeah.
That doesn't change that. This may be them finally being like, we want to make games for gamers. We want to like focus on that. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't want to 100% say I'm sold on Xbox again. If we were to get it, it would probably be for very specific games as we played the most on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But anyway, next up, PlayStation.
Halo 5 did come out in 2015. Halo
Okay.
5 Guardians.
Okay, that
Okay.
was the Guardians one.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one, Sony.
Wait, weren't we going to
Oh
go through all the games that were announced at during their conference? Or
No, I have a list of the big games in general. It just lumped them all together. It didn't lump it individually by conference.
Okay.
So just in general, how you felt about the presentation.
Okay.
Sony's presentation, oh my god, it was so laughable.
Well,
that audio quality was horrific.
First off, the audio quality was horrible. Secondly, why did we have 2 starts?
Yeah.
listen,
They had 2 beginnings.
they actually I saw the room they were starting in, and I was like, there's like maximum like what, like maybe 500 people that could fit in there.
Yeah. The Last of Us room. They made it look
Yeah,
like the festival
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and so at
Which I'm
first I
fine
was,
with. If that was your start, I'm cool with it. Whatever. We had the music. We go into the game. That's great.
Yeah.
Then we had
It was
a
it was
15-minute
really
intermission
solid start.
so
yeah.
they could do it again.
No, I know. It was yeah. No. And the people that were talking in between these games, they were talking about different games at like completely different
Yeah.
games that we didn't care
why
about.
Did we
So-
got an amazing Last of Us presentation. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, great.
Oh,
We're
no,
gonna
Last of
roll
Us
into the
was
rest of the
just-
games
oh,
now.
yeah.
Yep.
And then they stop for 15 minutes and they do another musical interlude.
No, that
instead
was
of
not
Ghosts of
15
Sushi.
minutes, guys. That was like 20 minutes.
Okay,
like a
20
good
minutes.
20
It
minutes.
was long enough
was
that it was
long,
just
yeah.
like, okay, can we
Are they gonna do
get
that, like-
something here?
Yeah.
But you know what? If
And
they
then
were
the
moving
musical
halls,
piece was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
the what?
The musical piece.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even a short one. It was like a full.
It was another start to their conference.
It was ridiculous.
I don't know why they had 2. It's almost like they were in the office. Like, okay, we can fit one musical piece in there.
At
we,
this
we,
point,
we can
yeah.
theme it all around one of the. We really want to sell Ghosts of Sushi. I know it's like Saka Yumi, whatever.
Tsushima.
You're gonna get so much backlash.
It's
for this.
sushi.
No, it's not.
It's Sushi Yakamami.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It looks really good. I'm really
Just
excited
call it
about it. Anyway,
Ghost.
It looks
Just
good,
call it
but I
Ghost.
felt like they needed to give a little bit more because a lot of it was very, I mean, it was very cinematic, looked great, but I also kind of left being like, okay, what is this?
Oh, I mean, they showed a little bit of like some kind of like big fight at the very end.
Yeah, but like they never, like
I think
the
they were
camera
just-
angles were weird enough to make me go, okay, because if this is the actual camera angles
Yeah.
in the game, I'm
Yeah,
probably going to
yeah.
get kind of annoyed.
What was funny though, I think they were focusing on like at one point they just let the characters sit there, and I think they were just trying to showcase the leaves
Oh, yeah.
from the trees.
The fine details.
That was beautiful though. I mean, the
Oh, yeah.
dust getting kicked off and whatnot. It was gorgeous details, but yeah, I could see what your point is.
Yeah.
but
about that.
anyway, the problem I had was they had 2 beginnings. And like I said, it was almost like they were disagreeing. No, we really want to showcase a new game, but we really got to showcase Last of Us. You know what? Let's just do both.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see what they were trying to go for, but the whole
I see what they were going for. I agree. But I
'cause
feel like
they
it just
just
failed.
wanted to just give you that, that whole atmosphere and ambience and just get you prepped and hyped,
Mm-hmm.
and it just didn't have that it just didn't do it.
No.
It might have
Maybe
if
for the
the
people that were
audio
there.
wasn't so bad
But-
that it kept popping throughout the
We
entire
had to
thing.
change feeds 3 times,
You did?
multiple
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
You did. Wow.
You
Yeah.
Twitch to YouTube to YouTube to Twitch to Twitch to
To a
YouTube.
different Twitch, like
Yeah.
we were watching.
Right.
It was
I mean,
horrible.
I'm sure the people that were there and experienced it, you know, had a blast. But for us people that were just watching at home, we're just like, all right, it's cool, but we just want to see games at this point.
Yeah.
Just show us the games. But
So, but that, I mean, other than the really shitty start, it was a good presentation, but I feel that since Microsoft got right to the point, I liked them better.
listen, man,
Yeah.
From Software and Japan Studio have a new VR game, and that won for me. And Neo 2 as well, that got announced.
You're going to play a VR game.
I remember.
Dude, that's actually the very first VR game I'm excited about. I will try that one.
Which one was it? Not the Beat Sabers, because I'm excited for Beat
Déraciné.
Sabers.
Déraciné. It's legit a French word too. Déraciné.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I do
There-
remember though when the Neo 2 thing got
Oh my
announced.
God.
Because it got announced and we see Benny's phone just immediately Natalie texting him like, "Oh my god, Neo 2."
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god. Oh.
So, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it was okay. Their booth area was really impressive. They had a
Oh, was
giant
it?
area for Destiny. They had a giant area for Spider-Man. They had a giant stage for presentations. And then they had what was pretty much the space of the Xbox area in a separate area for minor games.
Yeah.
And they had the VR booth area that they've always had at PAX.
Right.
Yep.
So they had a
It-
huge area.
It was great. The PlayStation area and the Nintendo area both did it well enough. And this was the thing that I liked about theirs the most was you felt like you were experiencing all the games without having to play them.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That's
you
exactly
were
what they
able
were
to
going for, I
see
think.
everything.
Yeah.
You were able to watch people play. There weren't like
good.
huge lines for you to be like, "Oh wait, I can't see a screen." No, they were angled in ways that you could see them. There was like a spectator kind of area. It was
Really?
very well done that you could, like the Nintendo one especially, you could just see. Because pretty
they were on
much
the main
all the
stage.
screens were like elevated.
Right, right.
So when you were on the ground and in the lines or in the floor, you just look over and you see 30 different screens of people playing Smash, and it was incredible.
Did
it
you
was,
get to play any Sony games at all?
I don't
No,
think
most
so.
of the lines are massive. We had weird moments where we only had like 30 minutes to an hour to get to places.
Right.
So
right.
we couldn't get over there. But what I liked about going into the Sony area was the presentation of even walking in.
Yes.
As you walked in, there was like 20-foot tall pillars displaying their exclusive games. Like you'd see one of Ellie, you'd see
That's
one of
awesome.
Norman Reedus from Death
How did you not
Stranding.
take a picture of that, guys?
I did,
Come
but they're all
on.
blurry.
Oh my god.
There was like huge crowd walking there. I couldn't get a stop.
You were there for 3 days, Ben.
I know.
3 days.
I
Come
know.
on. One picture.
So
Even
anyway,
you, Dan.
anyway,
What? Oh, you
Yeah,
actually.
Dan's gonna show her.
You
That
actually
leads us to
did.
Nintendo. Now, I will say this: I feel like the Nintendo one I got the most hyped for. Dan, can we have
Sorry,
a
I'm so
discussion?
sorry
here?
about
Can we have a
that.
discussion, guys?
It was
We're on a
my fault. It was
podcast.
my fault.
I know. Well, they're just so great, and I knew
You
she'd
could
want to
show
see
her
them.
afterwards, Dan.
They're really
well,
great.
that would be make more sense though. Why would I do that?
would
All right,
just
anyway,
forget
so
about it.
I will say I was super hyped about everything they announced at Nintendo. Fire
Yes.
Emblem, Smash Bros.
The Fire Emblem open world.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
Or free roam is what
Yes.
I guess I should say.
Whatever
and
it is.
of course, how can you
I
forget
will say
Mario
I was
Party?
disappointed.
I mean,
I was disappointed that it was 19 minutes long.
yeah.
Well, I mean, in
And
their
then they
defense,
did all Smash, which is okay, but it
In-
was 19 minutes long.
in their defense, they pretty much do E3 convention announcements every time they do a Nintendo Direct.
No, he's right. They'll do direct, like here's the Pokemon Direct, here's the Fire Emblem Direct. But I wanted, you had me so hyped, I just wanted more in that.
This was the Super Smash Bros. Direct. Let's
That's
be
pretty much
honest.
what it
Oh,
was.
definitely. It
With
was
like
at
a
least
slight
15
announcement of
minutes
like
of it.
Fire Emblem's coming.
Yeah.
Pokemon, let's go.
Oh,
Isn't
Fire
it cool?
Emblem looked great.
Huh?
Fire Emblem looked
Oh
great.
yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about Smash Bros? Because I know you're not a Smash Bros fan.
That was just well, no. What are you talking about? That was actually one of the first games that I've played nonstop on my Nintendo 64 back in the day. Because I'm old. But no, I honestly I know that a lot of people are gonna probably give me shit for it, but the only reason why I even know the Zelda theme is because of Smash Bros. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I've never really played a Zelda game before, so that's the
But-
only reason why I know this theme. But other than that, just seeing all of the great Nintendo characters that all of them actually, it's pretty exciting for sure.
On top of that, though, the Nintendo booth was great because there was a big wide open space, a giant screen showing everyone play the Smash Bros. Game,
Yeah.
and they had like a display case for all their weapons made up by like cosplayers.
Oh, they were
Really?
super
Yeah.
cool. They were. I kind of wanted to steal the Xenoblade sword.
Oh, you should have, man.
The
I wanted to steal
Xenoblade.
his platoon gun.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
it was
yes.
huge. It was so cool.
That's
It
what she
was.
said.
It was great.
Yeah,
The Smash, though, I'll say this: when I was watching the presentation, it was cool. I wasn't super impressed. I'll be frank right there that like I wasn't looking at it and going, "Oh, I'm gonna play that a ton." After playing it, though,
Yeah.
yeah.
we were immediately like this. We're gonna buy this day one. We're gonna
Yeah.
be playing this a ton. The fact that it's classic, you unlock all of them, and like all the different characters. The Ridley, or Ripley.
Ripley?
Was it Ripley or Ridley?
No, it was Ridley.
Ridley?
Really?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest character to add. I'm just gonna say right now.
I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
I was saying to Benny though that I was a big fan of the I can't remember what did they call them? The expressions characters. Basically the characters that had a little
Echoes.
Echo
Echo
characters.
characters, yeah.
I loved that. They're basically the ones where it was like there's Kid Icarus and then there's Dark Kid Icarus and
Right.
there was Princess Peach and now there's Princess Daisy.
Right.
And I was a big fan of that because of the fact there's so much potential for them to add new characters in without needing to be like, okay, we need new skill sets. No,
Right.
it is this character, but this is a new skin basically. And I feel like that's going to be great because I mean, I'm sure as we go on, we're going to get all the different Mega Mans to like swap
likely.
in. Like, I mean, there are so many possibilities to swap people in
Yeah.
and keeping it similar to what it originally was.
Right. Did you guys get to play the 8-man versus of Super Smash Brothers? Because they actually showed that, and I was like, this is like with 3 people already, it's chaotic enough. I can't even imagine with 8 people.
No, I didn't even know
No.
they announced that. That must have been
Yeah.
announced like later for. Oh yeah, because they had a Treehouse Live that we had
that-
to go to the E3 during that. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see the Treehouse live, but when we were playing it, it was Benny and myself playing. One of the Nintendo reps was playing with us.
Really?
And then the
That's
fourth
awesome.
the fourth spot was just a computer.
Uh-huh.
Like it was nice because when we showed up, the line was pretty much non-existent because we got there so early
Right.
before everyone else
Good.
did.
Because usually
And
Nintendo's booked.
Oh, yeah.
like
Later
all
in the
every day. Yeah.
We got there about 9:15 and it was open, but apparently our friend Caboose XL,
Who's XL?
Yeah.
he got there at 10 and the line was capped.
Oh, yeah. That's
But it was super
Which I
fun.
find funny because then they pulled us in the line. They were like, 2-minute wait, come on
Yeah.
in.
It was super great. We honestly went up to them and were like, okay, is it actually 2 minutes? They're like, yeah, come on, we need people.
Oh, man.
We were like, hell yeah, we'll play.
So that we can move on to the games because Dan and I are tired. Dan's got to get home, so we got to talk about the game still.
Oh, yeah.
Which of the 3 conferences do you think win? In my opinion, I thought Nintendo the whole time I was hyped. PlayStation and Microsoft both times had moments where I was like, all right, this is the bathroom break.
There
This
were
is-
lulls.
Yeah, this is when I'm going to go do such and such. What did you think?
I felt like Nintendo won. They were straight to the point. Mostly were doing just what you wanted to see. See, I mean, I think Microsoft, honestly, their presentation was better. And I mostly say that because Sony had the 2 different musical intros, but mostly the audio problem.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but if
That was
you're
very
that big of a
unprofessional.
company,
Yeah.
you need to have your audio situated
You're
before you
Sony.
start.
yeah, I know.
Exactly.
You're, so
Sony.
you have an audio brand.
Exactly. Like you literally have an audio brand and we're listening to this. The flute's doing these popping sounds and I can't tell which is the flute and which is the bad audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be that person. I think that we, the gamers, won this year just because we got so many great,
Oh, come on.
so many great
Cop out.
announcements. Come on, we got so many. Like, we
No
just got
cop out.
everything.
You got to pick one.
We just got everything that we wanted. Honest, I mean, except Bloodborne and Bioshock, but that's cool. That's fine. Maybe next year. You know. No, if I had to pick one though, I would have to go with Microsoft. Yeah, just because it was just games after games, and it's just that's what we want.
It was
you know?
rapid fire.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So let's move on to the games, the big ones, and get our quick thoughts on these. If you want to talk more about them, that's fine. But most of these, we just know they exist now.
Okay.
I'll go to the top of this list. We're pulling it off of wired.co.uk article E3-2018- games trailers.
Oh my
So all the
God,
big
Ben.
ones.
All
Wow.
right.
Fallout 76. We already talked about that. We've
Yes,
already said how much we're
super
excited about that.
hyped.
We're excited to
Yes.
make content for that.
Very much so.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh my God, it's a reskin of Origins,
It is.
but with different characters and options.
Oh,
so
no, that's
essentially,
just it.
it's Mass
it's
Effect
expanding on it.
Odyssey.
I saw
That's
somebody
it.
tweet it out. They're like, Mass Effect
Yeah.
Andromeda didn't come out well, so Ubi's like, oh, okay. You don't want to do that in Anthem?
Legit.
We'll give you romance options.
Yes.
I'm excited because this feels like the natural progression of this new direction
Yes.
Assassin's Creed is going.
Yeah.
I am an enormous Assassin's Creed fan, and this feels like something. Like, Assassin's Creed is going in a direction.
Yeah.
It's not just reskin it. Oh, they're burned out again. Then do the
it's,
upgrade.
It's sad though because Origins was so great, and this one is getting you more hyped.
Yeah, well,
but it's a
because
reskin
it's
of
building
Origins.
on Origins
Yes.
instead of just,
It's just improving
giving us
upon
another
it.
Origins.
Yes, instead of just making us wait for 3 years and just like doing another game, another Assassin's Creed that might might work or might not work. They're actually improving upon something that is working really well right now. So, yeah, I'm definitely behind that idea for sure.
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching that trailer.
You wanted it really badly to play it. We could never find it.
Yeah, I was hoping
Sucks.
that the line was going to be shorter. Unfortunately, it was way too long the entire time. But just watching that, I didn't play Origins. Or
Wait, I
well,
thought you-
because most of the
you had
time
the
I
copy,
watched
though. Oh, right.
Benny play
You
it.
were on stream with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, it was one of those ones where it's like you watch someone play,
Yeah,
and
no, I
then when you
completely
try and go
understand.
back through,
Yeah.
you're like, eh.
Yeah.
But after seeing that trailer, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home and play some Origins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get this. Like, I was really hyped. I haven't been hyped for an Assassin's Creed in a while, and that really got my interest. I mean, it was right out of the gate too. That was what I liked most. Was it wasn't like some of the other trailers where you're just kind of sitting, you're like, oh, is this gonna be good? Is this gonna be? No, right out of the, you're just like, oh, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
And it just got better. I'm really excited to see what comes out of Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Gears 5.
Yeah.
I haven't been excited about Gears since 3. I don't
Yeah,
know.
3 was good because hard mode.
Yeah, well, they ended it.
Right.
They ended 3, and then 4 was Judgment was meh.
Yeah.
And 3 was like meh, and
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, 4 was meh.
Yeah, the
I don't
story,
know.
man.
Maybe
After
5
Marcus,
can get me on board. We'll see.
Yeah.
I know you were pretty hyped for that, the more strategic
Oh,
Gears.
the
Yeah,
phone
they had
app.
that
The-
Gears
yeah,
like
the
tactical
phone.
game.
Yeah.
It looked good. I like tactical games though.
Of
Yeah.
course he does.
So, all right. What about you, Natalie?
What about me?
Gears.
Oh, I just said I'm just like, I mean, honestly, I like I said, it's pretty much on the same as you when it comes to the story. After Marcus, I kind of just stopped caring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Spider-Man. Does
Yeah.
whatever my PS4 controller can.
What are you doing?
I'm dual tasking, multitasking.
Yeah, I'm seeing that, but
I've
you're
been
failing at
working-
it though. He's
I
failing at
just
it.
want to say that I try and show Natalie some pictures that we were
Oh,
literally
yeah,
talking
that's-
about,
no,
discussing,
you're
and
the
Benny's
host, man.
No,
doing
I
something
am
completely
keeping up
different.
with the conversation the whole time.
As were we.
I've responded to business.
true.
I just opened up a
It's true.
channel and whatever. Anyway,
Now, Spider-Man, moving on.
Spider-Man looks amazing. Okay, it looked and felt like the other Spider-Man game yet again.
Oh,
and
you
I'm
mean
excited about that.
Arkham Spider? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Spider-Man did it first, I think. I don't know which one came out, Arkham first or Spider-Man the movie one.
I don't know, but I am really excited for that game. It looks great. The gameplay that we saw of it looked great.
Yeah.
The trailer looked great.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it very well. It seemed very Spider-Man and
Yes.
not just Spider-Man in a game.
Right.
Next up is Anthem. We have a whole video about us talking about Anthem, so we need to go into that one. Dan, you weren't on that. What do you think about Anthem?
Anthem, I actually didn't see too much of the. I don't think I actually saw the trailer. I've seen some stuff as the games come out. I'm treating it the same. I don't want to say anything about it. To be perfectly honest,
I understand completely.
it's one of those ones where looks good, but I don't trust it.
Oh, I know. It's EA. You shouldn't at this
That's
point.
the issue. I think with the recent stuff they've announced and the fact that there's gonna be no microtransactions, you can straight up buy things. I'm gonna be on board.
Well, they say that now.
I know, but we don't need to talk more about it because we already got a whole video on it. You can go watch.
It's a BioWare, but without the romance option. So it's a BioWare game without the romance option. So
Yeah.
to me, it's not a BioWare game. Sorry,
Yeah.
pass.
Just Cause 4.
Explosions. Now with more explosions. I mean, yeah, I'm just excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, I won't lie. It was nothing special. I mean, it was just a new Just Cause game.
Yeah.
And so I played Just Cause 3 and I enjoyed it and it had some great moments, but I never was obsessed with it.
Right.
And Just Cause 4, it
There's
just felt
nothing-
the same thing.
Yeah, there's just nothing that really stands out.
It's kind of like Call of Duty, how it's just the next one in the series
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm sure there's going to be some small changes.
Oh, yeah.
But overall, it looks like the same game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. I actually didn't get to see this trailer, even though
Oh
I'm
my
the only one that knows what
God,
it is.
Jade
Yeah.
at the end. Oh my.
Did it look good?
Oh, it looked
Jade
incredible.
did it?
Yes,
Hold on,
at the
I have the
very
trailer
end.
right here. I'm muting it. I'm gonna skip
At this
Jade,
point,
Jade,
I'm
Jade,
sorry
Jade,
if
Jade,
maybe I
Jade,
should have
Jade.
said spoilers, but at the same time, at this point, you've seen it or you just won't ever see it.
Yeah.
The trailer that is because. But
I'm
at the
looking.
I
very
probably
end,
won't because it's not really my style. I didn't play the first one and I don't know. It's not really my.
You
No.
said Jade is shown at the end?
Yeah, the very end. Just go at the very end. She looked incredible.
Oh, is it Jade or is it her mother? Because that was what the rumor was, that this was going to be
I don't know.
about her mother.
I'm thinking it's Jade, but I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean, it might be Jade, but from what well, the pig was there too now.
The pig. Yeah. It's so unprofessional,
I don't know.
Ben. You're watching the trailer right now.
Well, we didn't get to. All right. Ghost of Sushi.
Oh my God.
It's
Ghost.
Tsushima, by the way. But
Yes, Tsushima. Yes, it's sushi something. But yeah, it looked incredible to me.
Looked beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like it had potential. Did not give us enough for me to know what kind of game it's going to be.
It's a samurai game.
But that's exactly
Yeah,
that's
that's all it
all
is,
they
yeah.
gave. Like, is
Yeah.
it going to be an open world or is this going to
It
be
looked
a
like-
more
don't
like
know, yeah.
guided pseudo open world, or is this going to be story driven, or is this going to be you kind of go do your own stuff and like as you go through you meet different like samurai and
Right.
like there's different separate storylines, or is it linear? They didn't give enough for me to truly go I am excited or I'm not excited.
I mean, it looked great, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know if any of those
it
questions you
reminded
might
me of the game.
have
I'm looking it up.
have been answered. So
don't know what's-
Exactly.
There's an old game. I think
are
it's
you-
called Bushido Blade.
oh yes,
That sounds
Yes.
familiar.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's the game. Yep, that was it. That's what it reminded me of. You
Yeah?
walk around like a giant open map. You're looking for other samurai. You do big battles. That's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be okay with that actually.
All right, Battlefield 5. I'm not gonna lie. The squad discussion stuff. I'm actually excited to try this one.
You are?
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
finally,
gonna
because
force you to play it with me.
finally, because I've been, you know, we've been in, because you've always been a fan of Call of Duty. You're just like instantly respawning and just close quarter and just not having to just run back to battle for like 5 minutes. He always hated that. And I've always been a fan of that because, you know, multiple amount of vehicles, open just giant map and just being able to snipe and just, it just feels like an actual war as opposed to Call of Duty's like really close quarter. And I'm super hyped now that you actually want to play it because I've been since Battlefield 3, I've been trying to get him to play Battlefield.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
Hardline, but apparently I was the only
What?
one.
Are you serious? That's the only one you should not be. Oh my god.
All right,
No,
anyway,
I'm
Last of
trolling.
Us 2. I don't know which one. I mean, I'm gonna play it.
You didn't
I'm
even ask
excited.
Dan
I
what he
know.
wanted.
I really
he was,
appreciate the
what he,
inclusion.
what he was like.
What do you think about
thinking
Battlefield 5? Yeah.
I
Battlefield.
honestly didn't even get to say the name of the game.
Because you
What
like
do you
Call
think
of
about it,
Duty,
Dan?
right?
Because I know you don't play it.
Honestly, I'll give it a shot. I
God
mean,
damn it.
I've been shooters. I enjoy. I mean, I'm usually in the boat of the Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
I won't
yeah.
lie. But it definitely looked enough that I'm. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna
You
swap
better-
teams.
Oh my god! It looked incredible. So
Yeah.
now would be the good time to just jump in and try it for sure. So Last of Us, you said.
Yes.
Last of Us. I'm excited. I don't know what
Oh
there
my
is to say
God.
about this.
I will comment on what the Twitch chat was saying during the preview.
Yes.
It was scripted.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
There- it
That
was
was
very
the debate
and,
Jan and I had.
and Benny and I were having the discussion of it was scripted, and so what is it going to look like? Is it going to be something that when we actually play it, the AI treats it in the manner that you kind of feel like your gameplay is scripted?
Right.
Or is it going to be one of those ones where it looked great, but when you actually play it, it's not nearly as great as they made it look?
Are you talking about that moment where she was in the bushes and the NPC legit said, "She's in the bushes, look out"? Like they were actually smart this time.
Yeah, well, and
and we were talking about the guy in the.
Not trying to talk over here and go with the
I
point that I
know.
brought up.
Well, too bad.
This isn't Comic Story Weekly,
When
Dan.
when the guy inside throws her over the counter.
Yes.
It made us question, like, is this going to be a thing where the AI is smart enough to detect what the surroundings are and react to it accordingly, to throw you over a counter, to throw you into a wall or something like that? Or was it, who knows, was that part of cutscene? Because let's be honest, it seemed like that short bit ended with a cutscene, and there was no indication of when it went from gameplay to cutscene.
Right.
And it was so seamless that some of it, I'm like, okay, which part was actually gameplay and which
Right.
part was cutscene?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find out until they actually either release a solid like gameplay with the interface
Yeah.
that's showing. And I mean, there's
Basically
gonna
what we
have to wait
said
for
was
that.
either the AI is really smart or that's really scripted.
Yeah.
So.
But then again, I mean, who wants to see, like, when you're actually coming out with a demo, like, who wants to see someone, like, repeatedly fail? And that's not how you're going to sell your game at all. You need to have a solid, like, you need to showcase, like, every single, like knives, weapons, everything that you can possibly throw at the enemy. And that's just, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, like you were saying with the UI, I feel like throwing that in could have been a great touch. I'm not sure if they did or not. I mean, I
don't
might be.
think they
It did.
Ever
I
do-
saw it. It looked
they
like the
do?
original.
Because I'm saying it in the sense of to give you that full idea of, okay, this is truly gameplay. This
Right.
is not cutscene. This is gameplay. This is someone actually playing to show that this isn't scripted. This is the AI acting in the way around of what's going on in its surroundings.
I think the only other thing that they actually showcased was the arrow sticking out of her arm at some point. And I think at one point you could see that something was flashing in the screen to say that, like, like, hey, you have an arrow, like,
Yeah.
remove it, like press a button to do it.
Right.
So that was actual gameplay, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks
did.
amazing. Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Well, you
It
guys
was a
talked
lot
about
better,
that.
tighter than I thought it was going to be. We got to play it, actually. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
And they're bringing back everyone.
Everyone,
Yes.
literally.
Everyone.
I'm excited for the fact that I will say I kind of wish there were some new people added besides Ridley, the person I've never heard of. But
And Daisy.
and Daisy, but I'm glad that I finally get to play some of the characters that I didn't get to play because I didn't have a Wii.
Right.
I didn't get to play as the Pokemon trainer, which everyone knows I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. And so I'm really happy that I get to play as this character and I get to play as the different ones that came out in the games I didn't get a chance to. And that a lot of people were saying that it's not just a port. They actually did make it a legitimate game.
Yes.
Not just, hey, we got the game and it's now on this system.
And I think they showed like the whole difference in graphics as well. Like
Yes, the upgraded different
yeah.
levels, but keeping them the same as what they were.
Yes.
I found it hilarious, the Nintendogs thing.
Yeah.
How
He's
just
been
in
around
the
for a while, though.
I mean, once again,
Yeah, I
I
know,
never
you didn't get
played
to
the
play it. I'm
ones
just saying,
that
that thing's
had the
been around for a while.
Nintendogs.
Yeah.
But the graphics looked great. I had fun playing it. I'm excited to get it when it comes out.
Awesome.
Okay, so Death Stranding.
Oh my God, no, pass because
Hiking simulator?
seriously,
All it did was give me more questions.
the UP like I've seen so many memes and
I'm
I
literally
think
wearing the Hideo
I think-
Kojima production shirt.
I know, and I was like, what are you doing with your money,
Death
Ben?
Stranding!
You don't even know. We still don't know what it's about. I called it too. I called it. Everyone was like, "Oh, this year we'll get gameplay." No, you won't. You'll just
We
get
did.
more
He
questions.
That was the gameplay.
was- it
that
was
was the
U-
game. We actually saw the whole
It
thing,
was
apparently.
UPS simulator, like a really
Yeah.
dedicated UPS man just delivering his stuff.
It honestly just looked like one of those ones where they're like, hey, look, graphics are good and the world's big.
Yes.
But
We still
they
get-
gave
we
you
got
no
nothing.
idea to go, what is it? Because especially with a name like Death Stranding, I don't expect a walking simulator. And for someone who has no idea, like I saw that and I personally just immediately went, I don't care. I'm not going to care. And I'm not going to keep up with the news. It's
Right.
not going to be something that if something gets announced, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I want to know. I'm going to go, no, the trailer looked like crap. I'm not going to go look at that. Like,
Right,
I'll let
right.
someone tell me if it turns out to be okay, but I have no interest whatsoever because they didn't give me a reason to have interest.
Absolutely. I'm exactly. I mean, I share your point of view on that. I knew that it was going to be a 20-minute long trailer that was revealing nothing. That was just giving us more questions and answers at this point. Mm-hmm. Sure, it showed some new characters. It looked beautiful, obviously.
Yeah.
But other
Did you
than
see
that,
the
though,
two-player mode?
what's that?
Did you see the two-player mode? The bound-up body being carried on his back?
Yes, Ben.
It's for people who have
hopefully I
two
can be the baby.
controllers, but not someone to use that second controller.
Of course. hopefully I can be the baby when we play together, because that's going to be some groundbreaking gameplay right there. The baby coming out of the mouth and stuff,
Oh, yes.
and like using the baby to power up and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. I love it. I can't wait. Kojima is a god. He's also on LSD, I think.
Yes.
Well,
maybe
I stand by
that's
my
how the
statement.
game gets good.
Yeah.
I stand by my statement. At the end of this, we're going to discover that Hideo Kojima is a genius. It can make the greatest games ever.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're going to discover that he is just a man on crack and Konami was keeping him under wraps.
I think Konami legit fired him because he was taking so long to get his games out, and they had a freaking deadline. They were
Yeah.
like, "Listen, man,
Yeah.
I mean,
we gotta
there's
crank
a
this
lot
out."
more going on behind the scenes with
Oh, I'm
Konami,
sure.
but
But at the same time, like, it's been how long now? 3 years? We have nothing, no gameplay
We had to
at
start from
all.
scratch in his defense on that
I
one.
understand that,
Still.
but 3 years, dude. He has a big team behind him.
And
Yeah.
you would have expected, regardless of if it turns out to be a good game or not, from a marketing standpoint,
Mhm. Oh.
they should have at least gave you something to give you an idea of what the game's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not what it's going to look like, but what it's going to actually be. And that was the biggest problem that they had.
Agreed.
All right, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well,
They announced Frozen. They announced a bunch of cool stuff.
they announced Pirates
Aqua
too.
turned evil.
Pirates of the Caribbean
Yep.
too. It looked so weird because the clash of the art style too.
I
It was
can't believe
weird.
Aqua succumbed to darkness.
Yeah, we saw that at the end. You're gonna be able to save her, right?
Hopefully. Save everyone. You know what's going to happen is this will end the trilogy, but everyone will be dead. And then they'll be like, it's over, but now you can save them all in
you know
more
who
games.
did it? You know who
Right.
did it? The mouse. Everyone's gonna hate the mouse.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit because we've been going for a little while now, okay?
Yep.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my god.
I
Yes.
don't remember seeing that one.
You
This
did.
is
It's The Witcher 3,
yeah,
but
it's
in
made by the
Cyberpunk
guys
thing.
that did
Oh, yeah.
Witcher. Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
it's gonna be
I liked
incredible.
the look of that one.
Apparently there was a
Super hyped.
conference there. If you went into it, you got a statue with a girl in her underwear and a cybernetic arm. I was trying to get it for you.
Why,
But we couldn't
Ben?
find
This
it.
is
Yeah, we couldn't. That one was that was
Some
hidden
of them
like
were very
none other.
interesting.
Was
we
it?
couldn't find them at all.
damn it, guys.
That was more hidden than the PlayStation tent.
Throwing shade
Next
there.
up, we got Terry Crews the game, aka Crackdown 3.
Okay, that actually looked awesome.
I so want to play this.
I am so
Well-
excited. And Terry Crews, I won't lie, I kind of want to get it because it's Terry Crews.
Yeah. No, I 100% do too.
I mean, he sold that game. He really
Yeah.
did. Well, you're gonna have to wait until
Terry Crews
2019.
the game.
Yeah.
Pokemon Let's Go. I think you can all know that we're excited about that.
So it turns out I think it's gonna be $100 for both the game, the system. I mean, not the system. Sorry, the game.
Oh my gosh.
And the Pokeball.
You made me. Oh,
And the
I wouldn't be
Pokeball thing.
surprised with that. Especially, I will get both. I know I will, because the Pokeball Plus. The thing I like about that is that it's not just a controller.
Right.
Like, yes, it's a gimmick. I mean, we'll be honest here. It is a little gimmick, but it's something that big Pokemon fans have always wanted.
yeah.
And it's going to be awesome. I'm a big fan of the fact that it's Pikachu and Eevee. I love Eevee.
Eevee,
Eevee's my favorite. We have been looking into it more. The fact that it's very, very similar to Pokemon Go and less of like an actual Pokemon game makes me a little... There is a slight worry that it's not going to feel like an actual game. But I do wish that we had seen something about the 2019 Pokemon game, even if it was just a screenshot.
I told you we're not going to, because
No,
they're
I
not
know.
going to hype
Okay.
up something else.
Regardless of you telling me, it doesn't change what I want.
Right.
I wanted to see at least something that showed me, because they just keep saying it's going to be like none other. If they had given me one screenshot,
Yeah. You actually hyped me
I
up because
would've-
I was looking forward to it because we talked about that before you went to E3, and I was like, this is the only thing I want to see now. And
Exactly.
It would
didn't
just be
show
bad
it.
business.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't think
know,
so.
That's
how would
true,
it not
I guess.
be?
I mean,
Because-
we want you excited for Pokemon Let's Go, but hold on, the one you really want's after.
yeah.
but no one knows that. How many people have you talked to that think that Pokemon Let's Go is the next Pokemon game?
And they want you to think that because they don't want you waiting.
And
That's what they
see,
want.
Okay, well, what I want was at least one screenshot.
One screenshot.
All right, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited about that.
Looks pretty good.
yeah,
I mean, I love the
strange.
Tomb Raider series, though, the reboot.
yeah. I all I want is that hopefully they fix that because I honestly couldn't stand it the last couple of games. It was just moaning simulator every 2
I
seconds.
know, so I liked it.
I mean, I just hope that they toned it down. That's all. Yeah.
Division 2?
Yeah,
I was
looked great.
excited.
The
Yeah.
trailer
I feel like
for
they
it,
learned a lot. I'm ready to see
Yes.
what
Yeah.
they're going to come out with.
Definitely.
I'm hoping that they don't do what Destiny did of the think that they need to basically make a new game instead of the fact that when Destiny 1 ended, it was a good game. I think Division looks like they realized at the end of Division 1, they had a solid game.
Yeah.
So Division 2 is going to come out guns blazing, and it's going to be solid and progress from there and not do the Destiny 2 thing of trying to recover up to a point that people might give your game a chance again,
Yeah.
which, as we saw from the lines, no one wanted to give a free demo
Yeah,
a chance.
yeah.
Like,
And usually Ubisoft doesn't actually abandon their, their series when it comes to multiplayer. They like to just improve upon their failures.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it for sure.
Super Mario Party!
I'm
love
ready
it.
to lose
Finally.
friends. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
This will be the end of our company?
Oh yes,
right.
Yes, it will
It's
be.
going to be, oh.
Because it doesn't matter if you do well the entire game. At the very end, you can get fucked over. So
Oh yeah. I like that this is one of those games that it gives you a reason to like it had that functionality where you can put your switches together.
Yeah.
And you can kind of
Yes, the way-
use
yes.
multiple
That
systems
was
and
good.
use that in a cool way, because I feel like that's been something that's been missing. Like Benny and I were playing Hyrule Warriors. Part of me kind of wished we could have played 2-player
Mm-hmm.
of local co-op. Both of us have our own systems and be able to use our screen for our point of view, but play together.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Super Mario Party is going to do that and
Mm.
kind of moving in that direction. The fact that you can even move around this, like it doesn't have to be a set one.
Yeah.
You move and match to how you want to play it, and it messes. It looked like it really could mess you up, and that adds so much enjoyment.
I see
and
just moving
variability.
the systems around. Like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Dan's going to get a hit. I'm going to budget.
And now
see
Natalie's
that.
getting hit because I moved it.
The rest of the ones on here we've already mostly talked about.
Yeah.
Forza, excited about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Halo, we talked about. Starfield, we talked about. Elder Scrolls 6, we talked about. So Devil May Cry 5 is the only one left.
Oh my god.
and I think I'm the only one that
DMC5.
plays Devil May Cry. So
What are you talking about?
you didn't play the other ones, did you?
What?
I guess you did.
Well, everyone hated on the last Dante, but I loved it.
Oh no,
so-
no, no! You played DMC.
I know.
You didn't play Devil
The
May
reboot.
Cry.
I'm sorry, the reboot. I guess the one that apparently everyone hated.
Unpopular opinion of the evening. Natalie enjoyed the reboot.
I feel
I
like this
did.
is
Because
the
of the-
Natalie version
because
of
of the
Benny saying he
soundtrack.
liked Hardline.
Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yep.
So that brings us to the conclusion of our E3 coverage.
What?
Yeah.
That's the big ones they've mentioned.
Okay. What about
do you-
Sekiro? What about
Which one?
Sekiro?
What is that?
It's pretty much the new. Well,
Oh, it's Tenchu. Remember the whole time? I'm like, it's Tenchu. It's Tenchu. They're
it's
rebooting
not. It
Tenchu.
wasn't though. It wasn't.
And then it was like, it's not Tenchu.
It was
Yeah.
not
Oh.
Tenchu. It's legit a brand new IP. That's why I'm
No,
mentioning
it's
it.
legitly
It's a brand
Tenchu.
new IP. Listen,
When we're done here, I'm going to show you the last Tenchu.
I know what it is.
It's
because-
Tenchu.
No, listen.
They're making Tenchu.
With Activision too.
They renamed Tenchu.
With
Okay, let's
From
see how
software.
high pitched Benny's voice can get.
Tenchu. Tenchu!
From Software and
Why is it just
Activision
Tenchu?
working together on a new IP.
What I think this
I
is,
feel like
I think
it's
this is
worth
the Bloodborne
mentioning.
thing.
Come on. Come
I
on.
think this is the Bloodborne thing.
No,
I think Tenchu
don't
belong-
even. No, listen.
I know what I'm saying is I think Tenchu is owned by somebody, so they're making Tenchu,
The
but they're
Bloodborne, no,
renaming.
the Bloodborne team has been working on the VR game I'm talking to you
No,
about.
you misunderstand. Bloodborne was made because Dark Souls was not owned by Sony.
Right?
I have a
I
feeling
know
that,
that, but-
somebody owns Tenchu,
Right?
so they can't make Tenchu. So they're
Right.
making a new IP.
It
that
doesn't
is
matter.
basically
It's not Tenchu.
It's Tenchu!
God damn it, it's not Tenchu.
It's
could-
Tenchu!
We could do this for hours. So I think
It's Tenchu!
I mean, yeah, so I think I'm pretty sure you just missed a couple of games there.
I'm going off their list, so if we did, I mean, if you can think of any.
I don't know.
we'll blame
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
If
we'll-
we
we'll
missed
blame
any,
them,
we
yeah.
can do it in
I mean, we
another
talked about
podcast.
Fire Emblem. We talked about the other ones that weren't on their list already when we did the conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. Overall, though, great
Overall,
year.
good year.
It's
yeah.
a great year to be alive.
Yes. I'm excited about it, but now we have to go eat dinner because we just got back and we have to go to another convention tomorrow.
Yes.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing you all soon right here next week on the EMP.
EMP.
EMP. Dylan, put in like a sound effect of an EMP going off at the start and the end of this.
That's
Nope,
awesome.
that's not an EMP.
It
That
works.
was me just trying to do an explosion.
That works.
Fine.
No,
That
like-
works. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.